Nation, Lance and Jasper with you. Just going to give you my report card halfway through the season. I don't think a lot of people believe that this team would be fighting for a trip to Atlanta at this point in the season. In fact, I know it for a damn fact. That's why I started this show, because I know there's a lot of people out there in Gator Nation and maybe across the nation that are tired of the media pissing in your face and telling you it's rain because they panic for clicks. And I ain't panicking for clicks. I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm going to give you the truth, because that's what Lance and Jasper's all about. It's my opinion. I ain't no damn Google fan. I'm a Gator fan. Matter of fact, go ahead and call me a Gator expert. But let's go back and see what I talked about in the preseason, the Mullinade. And let's just go through a couple things I wrote down for you. And you tell me if they're showing up on the field tonight, today, this season. Okay, number one, the staff upgrade on offense. I told you. Mullinade evaluates our quarterback room immediately, turns dirt to glitter. Production and experience, 19 starters, 16 draft grades. That's as good as we look. They might all have draft grades by now. The wide receiver and running back depth. Talked about it. The running back group was deep as anybody in the nation, and it showed up when you lose Malik Davis and Darius Lemons, and you're still running the ball with tenacious yards after contact, getting it done. The receivers creating explosive plays. You're seeing it show up. Might not be capitalizing with points, but I seen a deep pass to Hammond. I seen a deep pass the other night. You seen two to Hammond, actually. The one where through the interception on the next play in the end zone, unfortunate. But again, you seen the deep play. You seen it to Grimes with a holding call against Mississippi State callback. But you see the explosive play-making ability of this receiving team. And Dan Mullen's play calling has been money. The kid, I mean, he's throwing a perfect game right now. The D-line, the pick six click, it's showing up. Lost Marco Wilson. Haven't seen it show up yet, which is amazing when you think about how thin we are at corner. I mean, give a lot of credit to the guys stepping up. C.J. McWilliams, Brian Edwards filling in. Brad Stewart has played out of his mind. He took a lot of heat after the Georgia game last year. Sean Davis coming back has been huge. I mean, the rotation, they're staying fresh, they're playing. The 3-4 was a game changer. I mean, we wrote that down. Grantham never inherited a group like this. That's showing up. We talked about Mullen never had a team this talented as a head coach. That's showing up. Prove that in Starkville. I mean, the guy's got Steve Spurrier quality. He can beat you with his team or your team. I mean, you know, it really don't matter. I mean, and again, 9 years prior to last year, the defense was giving up 17.9 points per game. 9 years straight. So, you know, we're getting back to that standard. That's showing up. Mullen, the quarterback, went not fair with his coaching ability. I expect to win a championship with this team. I said it before the season, and you're seeing it now. And damn it, when we get to Jacksonville, don't give me Nashville. I said when we get to Jacksonville, the mighty Gators will show up, and we will romp and stomp and chomp. Because this game is personal. You think about Mississippi State getting blown out 37-3 last year. You think about the way we quit before we even got to that game, and the talent we have. Barring injury this week, we're going to this game with our horses. I'm telling you right now, major upset. If you ask the media, I'll answer Jasper. I told you, Florida Gators win the SEC this year. Cook it and book it, because it's on like a pot of neck bone. And again, the accountability for each other, that's showing up. This team's clicking on three phases. There's no weakness to this team anymore. I mean, if you want to pick on Franks, go ahead. But, I mean, you also don't know how to evaluate talent or team football. I mean, Franks it ain't the Florida Franks, it's the Florida Gators, for crying out loud. I mean, you're only as good as the people around you. I mean, you look at the interception. I mean, he had guys in his face immediately. I mean, of course, he should have made a better read. Maybe, you know, whatever you want to say about it. But again, it's the Florida Gators, not the Florida Franks. But I've been really impressed with this offensive line. Well, let me give you a few more things I wrote down here. The coaches, I said Gator, coach, fans, teams were united in a way I've never witnessed in my life. Gator Nation is alive. Was Gator Nation alive last Saturday? Did anybody see that atmosphere? Come on, talk to me. The communication with the three OCs knowing each other really helps our team pick up and play at a fast pace. And I've seen this team. Maybe they don't have the points you want to see. Maybe they ain't making the big plays all the time like you want to see. Maybe they're not consistent in the run game, but they just had 5 yards per carry against LSU. But okay. But again, they're consistent. and they're getting better at being consistent. And the big plays will come, and the false starts will stop happening. I mean, we'll quit shooting ourselves in the foot. Ed Mullen's a hell of a play caller. He's the best in America calling plays. He's got the rings to prove it. He's got the people in the NFL to prove it. He's got the offensive numbers to prove it. I mean, give me a damn break. But, man, those are 12 points I wrote down for the Mullenade. I can't see none of them coming. All them points are showing up. You look at this defense, you had, 6 turnovers against Tennessee, 6 sacks against Mississippi State, 5 sacks against LSU, 3 turnovers. I mean, give me a damn break. This team right here is playing at a championship level. People don't want to. I heard Feinbaum say today, Georgia's got a better defense than the Florida Gators. Wait till tomorrow when I whip his ass. If you didn't hear my call today on Feinbaum, go to ESPN app and look for Paul Feinbaum hour 2. End of the hour, Lance and Jasper put the beat down on Feinbaum and his damn staff, because I'm telling you now, I never wavered on this team after week 2. A lot of folks jumped ship. Every show in America jumped ship. Now they're trying to jump back on ship and I told you so. No, man, I didn't panic. I told you one loss ain't shaking. I told you this team was small. I told you that a loss in the skies. I told you, man. When they if losing Kentucky means we're going to Tennessee and turning rocket flop and rocket flop, I'll take it. If we're trying to start Berlin and Gainesville, I'll take it. If we're beating LSU, I'll take it. Now you tell me what's happened. I'm gonna call this guy up because I tell you what, I heard him on Feinbaum running his damn mouth, talking about how this offensive line's hit and miss. We don't have a national championship defense, which is the funniest. I mean, are you kidding me? You call yourself a guy, and this guy was at the game Saturday saying all this. Are you fucking kidding me, man? You got a lot of nerve to come on Lance Jasper talking that bullshit. Let me get to you. He wrote all this bullshit he said down. I don't want to put words in his mouth. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm fired up about this team, man. We're going straight to Atlanta, everybody. Get your pom-poms out. Kick that Kirby Kool-Aid over. Get your damn Mullenade out. Ice it up, because it's going to last forever. And we're in express lane to Atlanta. Saturday was a signature win. We just elevated this program at an alarming rate.
Hello.
This is Lance and Jasper show. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
I was feeling real damn good. I heard you call on Feinbaum. I just can't understand. I don't know if you're scared to debate the guy or if you're just trying to earn points, you're trying to stay on the show longer or what. No. But explain your damn call for people on the show that didn't hear it when you say this is not a championship defense and the O-line is hit and miss and and we've been known to fall out after the bye week. Explain those points to me real quick because I don't understand.
The last 10 years.
Fuck 10 years. I want to know about this year.
Well, we got to take it one game at a time, my friend.
Well, you talking about 10 years ago. You said this defense was not championship level. What does that have to do with the last 10 years?
It does not have the depth of linebacker for championship defense. If David Reese gets hurt, who you got stepping up?
David Reese ain't hurt.
Exactly. He's not hurt, and there's no rule. If he stays healthy, defense should be all right. But what happens if he gets
That ain't got a damn thing to do with not being a defense. That ain't got nothing to do with not being a championship defense. Now, the defense I've seen the last 3 weeks is championship defense. How can you deny that?
The defense has played fine the last few weeks.
Fine? They played out of their damn mind. 11 sacks, 5 interceptions. Yeah. That's just in the last 2 games. I ain't even bringing up the Tennessee game.
Yes, they've been fine.
6 turnovers against Tennessee, 6 sacks against Mississippi State, 5 sacks against LSU, 3 turnovers, and we're playing fine? Is that all you got to say?
Yeah.
Fine? I mean, that is a championship level defense I'm watching, my friend. I mean, what? And I do not understand. You want to talk about depth? I mean, nobody would have thought we were going to march off without Marco Wilson, but we've stepped it up. Brad Stewart, who everybody gave up on after the Georgia game last year, is stepping up. Sean Davis back as help. Chauncey Gardner's playing out of its mind. Bosan Joseph out of his mind. The defensive line is elite. Are you David Reese is the quarter? Are you kidding me? This defense ain't championship level. They're better than Georgia's defense.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm talking about what happened. See what happened. Right?
I don't know what's going to happen if David Reese gets hurt again. All I know is he's playing, and when he's playing, we look like a championship level defense. That's all I have to go on, my friend. When David Reese and C.C. Jefferson came back, we looked like a championship level defense, just like I thought we would all year. That's all I know. If you want to say they're not a championship level defense, then that's your opinion, but I just don't agree with it, and I thought it was sick that somebody would go on Fawn Bomb as a Gator fan and say something that damn stupid, in my opinion.
Well, that's fine.
And I got a lot of respect for you, man.
But that's fine. For my opinion, I wanted to see what the heck, he thought because
he don't know shit.
I want to see. We got to take it's a week by week thing.
Well, I understand that. Well, why would you call Paul to see what he thinks? What's Paul going to tell you about this team? Paul Bonbon don't know a damn thing about X's and O's. Paul Bonbon knows about tradition. He knows about getting coaches fired, and he knows how to rile people up, and he knows how to throw punches at coaches. He don't know a damn thing about X's and O's. He couldn't tell you nothing about the Gator defense.
Well, I knew the Gator defense. Statistically, last weekend to LSU's defense, they gave it the same amount of yards as LSU's defense.
Saturday? Or are you talking about the whole season?
The stats are the same, just about. You look at our offensive stats against their defense, and our defense and the stats, compare them.
Well, you said this. The offensive line was hit and miss. Explain that to me.
We keep shooting ourselves. We keep them down. Ball start penalties at your own house should not happen.
I'll give you that.
It should not happen.
I'll give you that.
I mean, you've got to give Scarlett and Piron made their own holes Saturday. Well,
that's what great running backs do.
They created that's right.
I mean, I heard Bill Polian say one time.
I'm not sitting there hit and miss. They're not there yet. Even Mullen would tell you the same thing. We are not there yet along the offensive line. We're not there at the quarterback position yet. But
oh my God!
But we're winning, and it takes a team. It takes a team. Our special teams.
What do you need? What did you not see out of the offensive line besides the penalties Saturday that has you concerned? Because we're talking about an offensive line that allowed the offense to rush for over 200 yards, 5 yards per carry. Hold on. 5 yards per carry we rushed, and we gave up no sacks against the LSU team that has had a 42-game streak of having a sack in every game, and they didn't have one against us. But somehow we're hit and miss.
You are hitting miss right now on offensive line.
And we just went up in last week, 2 weeks ago, we played Mississippi State, one of the best defensive lines in America. You know the NFL talent. It ain't my fault they ain't got the right coach. And, man, we gave up 1 sack in the last 2 weeks against those defensive fronts, and you're going to say we're hit and miss?
We're not
Son of a bitch.
On offense. We're not opening the holes. I know. For
well, then how the hell are we averaging 5 yards per carry then?
You averaging 5 yards per carry. You had runs by Franks, broken down plays. Franks takes up running the ball. You had outside runs of Perrin on the outside run.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't give a
you had them plays like that. They add up.
I don't give a damn who you are. If they don't block, you can't run. I don't give a damn how good you are. So to sit here and act like the running back made the holes, yeah, they made some holes with their vision, but they don't just make damn holes, man. You know it, I know it. I mean, come on, man. Give this team some credit.
I'm giving them credit. They are getting better every
You went on Fawn Bomb and blasted this damn team, man.
I did not blast them.
You said they're not a championship level defense. The O-line's hit and miss. You sound like Pat Dooley, bro.
They're not a championship level defense yet.
What the? What's missing? I mean, are we not getting enough sacks for your liking? Are we not getting enough picks? I mean, what are we missing?
Too many big plays. We made big plays on defense.
We didn't give up over 20 points in that game. What do you mean big plays?
We gave up big plays.
We gave up 25 points the last 2 weeks against two of the best teams in the SEC West. When was the last time a Florida team went 2-0 against the SEC West? You probably have to go to 2009.
Let me think.
And we just gave up 25 points combined, and you're nitpicking this damn defense like it ain't a championship defense. Son, you're making my damn blood rise.
Muschamp went 2 of those against the West. He beat Texas A&M and LSU his second year.
Wow. So you're going back to 2012. 2012.
You told me not to go back to 9. That's how Muschamp did it.
That was 2012, right?
Let me think. Yeah.
Had to be.
No, 11. That was 11. 10. No, you're right. It was 12 because Meyer coached 10. I was thinking 09, but no. Yeah, you're right.
Either way, man. I mean, it's been a while since Florida has swept the West.
But I'm going to give you.
We always struggle against the West. That's all I heard all off season. We struggle against the West. We're going to lose to Mississippi State because of history. That's all I heard. Well, history ain't got a damn thing to do with them all in there.
That's right. And I'm going to tell you right now, for the past 10 years, this is the most. Right now, they're playing the best that I've seen in the last 10 years of team play as far as heading upward. Yeah, Muschamp's second-year team, you had a kick-ass defense. You had a championship-caliber defense. That's it. But
man,
offense sucked.
See, here we go again. Because I heard it before the offseason. After last year's defensive performance, people said, well, they're not as good on defense without Muschamp's players. Damn it, we're better. Are you kidding me? Look at this damn defense, son. 6 turnovers against Tennessee on the road. 6 sacks against Mississippi State on the damn road. LSU, 5 sacks, 3 turnovers. That quarterback ain't had an interception all damn year, son. And we got the pick 6 to win the damn game. He finally threw his first career game-winning touchdown. The only damn problem was it was to the wrong team.
That's right.
And you're going to sit here with a straight face and nitpick this damn defense and act like it ain't championship level. I do not understand, my friend.
I just don't think they're championship caliber yet because of the depth. That's what bothers me is your linebacker. You got to have. Okay.
I agree the linebacker depth ain't there, but damn it, they're playing right now. And while they're playing, it's a championship level defense. And if you can't agree with that, what the hell are you evaluating, man? You are way too smart to say stuff like this.
So you think, if Quincy Wilson was out there, I might could go along with that. But trading scares me on that corner. Trading, I mean, he's a true freshman.
Trey Dean played his ass off Saturday.
He's going to get better. But people are going to pick on him.
He ain't even asked. You can't pick on a corner.
The only way he's going to get better is put him out there and let him get out there and do it, right?
They don't have time to pick on our corners. Have you not seen the pressure we're getting? Have you not seen the pocket collapse on just about every down pass play, even when we don't get there? They do not have the time to evaluate the field like that and pick on guys. Do you understand? I mean, it's a 1, 2, 3 hot potato, quick read at best. You're not having all day to stand around and find the weakness of our defense, man. Are you kidding me? I ain't seen nobody block us yet. And I'll tell you right now, Georgia ain't good enough to block us.
Well, we're going to find out in 3 weeks. And I hope we're right. I'll do it because you know how I feel about that.
I know I'm right.
Yeah,
I missed a couple times. I've been wrong.
We're going to survive Vanderbilt. We're going to go there and beat Vanderbilt first.
Well, we will. I ain't worried about Vanderbilt because we learned our lesson against Kentucky. We're not going to have that same performance again.
You want to tell you what won the game for us Saturday?
Defensive line, again.
Special teams. I mean, Johnny Town. Our kicking situation. Our place kicker is the best it's been in years. That little faggot Eddie Pinero ain't got nothing on damn McPherson.
I agree with you.
McPherson is a hell of a lot damn accurate.
Yeah.
I don't have to hold my breath after an extra point.
When
was the last damn time you've been able to do that for the Gator kicker?
I heard that. That's a great point, man. And I tell you, I ain't never been sold on Eddie Pinero. I get really pissed off when people talk about he's a Gator great. He ain't no Gator great.
No, he wasn't. He was a YouTube great. Right on.
He's a Google. He's for Google fans, not Gator fans. I don't want to hear anybody call him a Gator.
He just went out there and kicked the ball. How you gonna kick a ball 80 damn yards in a live game? You can't do that.
No, you ain't got the trajectory. They'll block it.
Exactly. It's got to be a low line drive kick that kicks the way block.
I mean, damn, I can block that kick. But hey, man, I appreciate the conversation with you, man. You know I respect you a lot.
Okay.
Go ahead. We'll go. What you got?
And I'm going to tell you right now what I like. You can see the coaching difference along, and I made this point on tailgate last week that your receivers are making plays now. They are going up and attacking that football. Billy Gonzalez has got them receivers coaching, and that is something that we've been missing for years, too, at the wide receiver position. Just good coaching.
Couldn't agree with you more, my friend. The Mullen, I mean, that was my number one point of the season. The coaching continuity is going to allow this team to take off, and they're going to gel together faster just because the coaches know each other. I mean, it's one thing. It's one thing when you come in and you're learning your coaches, but when you already know your coaches and you just got to get the players in place, it was such a huge advantage for Dan Mullen to get to bring half of his staff with him.
Well, and also, the offensive line is getting better. From where we came, they're getting better. They're not there yet, but they're getting there.
They're solid. They're solid right now. Dan Mullen said it today. They are solid. They're not as consistent as he would like, but they are playing. But they are playing solid, man. Well, if you want to say they're not playing inconsistent, that's fine. But hit and miss is kind of like, hit and miss is kind of harsh for me.
I should have used a different word. And if that offended you, Lance, I'm so sorry. But I'm not.
Oh, you funny. You're getting funny on us now, man.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna hurt my damn feelings. Man.
If come over here and give you a kiss, rub your back, make you feel better, buddy. I mean, that bothers you, but I meant to say consistent.
What bothers me is how somebody talks about the Florida Gators, man. What really pissed me off was when you said we're not a championship defense. I mean, there ain't no getting out of that, my friend.
Hey, that's an opinion. Everybody's opinion, right? That's my opinion right now. And I told you why I think that because of the depth.
Okay.
That's a linebacker position, man. You know as well as I do, that defense is totally different. If something happens to Reese this weekend up at Vanderbilt, we're screwed.
I agree.
But
you cannot look at football like that. I mean, you can say that for a lot of teams. You can say if one player went down, they'd be screwed. So that ain't nothing new. That's just football, my friend. But this is my point. You're missing my point. As long as they are playing, we have looked like a championship level defense. You cannot deny that. Now, without them, would we not look like a championship defense? Hell no. We don't prove that. But since they've been back, we have looked like a championship level defense, and you can't deny that. Just look at the damn stats if you don't believe my eye test.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been kind of rough on Boshawn Jones.
No.
I just want him to get better because, but he played his behind all Saturday. That's the best game I've ever seen him play. The man made tackles. I mean, he was everywhere. He played a great game for us. And I give him credit. I gave him a game ball that day. Him and Townsend.
Couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, that punter made some big kicks, man. I got to agree with you. The punter made some big kicks. Really clicked the field.
Like I said, our kicking game's the best it's been in years. I mean, as far as having both a punter and the special teams is a hell of a lot better. I mean, you got Cleveland down there making tackles. So, I mean, we're good.
We're great. We're great, man. Go Gators.
Go Gators, let on.
I don't understand that stuff. We're not SEC championship defense, and I need to quit the damn show. I just need to quit evaluating football, man. That's just all I can think of. Somebody give me a call, 423-509-7007. Hello, Jessica. Got a girl on here. Call in the show, man. I like girl caller. Lady Gator's the best caller I got, in my opinion. So don't be scared to call the show, man. Male, female, mid. Mixed breed, inbreed, it don't make fuck to me, man. I just love people. Everybody's human to me. I don't look at people like that. We all human, baby. I see people from the inside, not the outside. But tell me this, man. Who y'all want to hear from? Who y'all want me to call? Original Gator fans, call the show, man. You want to tweet on the show, run your damn mouth. Just call us up. Oh, my man. My man. I know he been wanting to get on the Lance and Jasper show now. Well.
Lance, my guy.
Oh, if it ain't them mighty Gators from Gainesville, Florida. I mean, are you kidding me? Who seen this coming? It damn sure was me.
You called it, Lance. You called it.
You better believe it, man. Tell me, just talk to me, man. They know how I feel. Tell me, how impressed are you with Dan Mullen and what the Florida Gators are doing right now? I mean, be honest, man. I know you didn't see this coming. Not wins the last 2 weeks. I mean, a split would have been good. But go ahead and let us know how you feel, bro.
Well, to be honest with you, Dan Mullen, I knew he was a good coach, but Florida now that he got better athletes all over the field, except for at the quarterback position, which is what he specialized in. And he making Franks look like a pro, but they ain't gonna be able to compete with Georgia if he keeps on doing what he's doing, because he gonna get.
Oh, now what are you saying from Georgia? I mean, our defense is championship level. Georgia ain't seen the defense this good.
Oh, man, y'all D-line is better than Georgia.
Our offense, we got a bye week. We'll figure some stuff out on offense to be able to create some advantages. Our defense will keep us in that game. I don't think Georgia can block us, my friend.
Hey, but Lance, you right. Like y'all D-line better than Georgia D-line, because Georgia D-line don't have a pass rush.
You better believe it. And Frank, we ain't giving up much pass rush anyway. Mississippi State only had 1 sack against us. LSU had 0. So our offensive line's coming together at the right time. They're gelling. I mean, the bye week's coming at the perfect time.
Yeah, but see, Dan's so smart on offense to where he's not even gonna give a chance to give the other D-line a chance to have an impact in the game, because he's getting that ball out quick.
Right.
You know.
I'm gonna run it.
If he's getting that ball out quick in 2 seconds, like he was against Mississippi State, they just washed out the whole D-line right there, and he knew that.
I don't see how you defend Florida right now, because if you're a coach, your defense coordinator, you always say we're going to take away their top playmaker and make them play left-handed. But for Florida, somebody different steps up every week. At the first of the year, it was Freddie Swain. You went to, the Mississippi State, you seen the tight end step up. Like the LSU, you seen Freddie Hammond show up. And we still ain't seen a big game from Tyree Cleveland or Van Jefferson. And you still got Kadarius Toney, and Jacob Copeland's healthy again. So you got a lot of pieces. So as soon as you come into a game thinking, well, if we shut this guy down, we're good, Florida Gators got another weapon waiting on you. And that's what makes Dan Mullen so good. He knows how to get players in position to be successful, and you never know who that player is going to be on any given play. He really knows how to keep a defense off balance, man. And the way the offensive line's playing right now, I feel sorry for Georgia, man. And I tell you right now, this defense right here is taking us all the way to Atlanta, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Lance, I ain't gonna lie, man. Everything you told me about everybody y'all had on defense and all the weapons y'all had, you know, Tony number 4, you know, Swain 16. Your ass is right. People think you be talking crazy, but I told my dad that people make fun of you because you be all excited, but you really be knowing what you be talking about, because you really study the game and actually know what's going on.
Man, that means a lot to me, man. But I'll tell you, a lot of people do make fun of me because they say I'm jittery. Man, I'm just passionate, man, and I'm so fired up, and I love talking football with people. It don't matter to me who it is, man. I'll talk to anybody. People say, man, he just gives his number out because he can't get on call. He's trying to get famous. I do not care. I just love it. There's a passion for it, and I do study the game, man. I don't just talk because it's orange and blue. A lot of people are mad at me because of last year. I said we go 11-1 and we had the worst year in our lives. But again, I said it before the season. Last year's record was indicative of our coaching staff, not our players. And you're seeing that this year. We had the players. We didn't have the coach.
Yeah. You're exactly right. Because, and then honestly, like the crazy thing about all of this is, Dan Mullen ain't even really running what he want to run because you know Franks ain't the guy that he normally had with his feet. So once Dan get that Jones kid in there next year, after y'all win the SEC East this year, it's gonna be trouble.
I think it's gonna be hard to steal Felipe Frank's job, man.
You think so?
I do, man, because like Dan Mullen always said, Dak Prescott didn't get good till year 2 or 3 in his offense. So you know, Felipe just scratching the surface. I mean, if you look at it, Nick Fitzgerald and Dak, they didn't get good to their junior seasons. So the more you play in Mullen's offense, the better you get. And to me, right now, unless Florida just tanks out the rest of the season, which I couldn't predict seeing, there's no way. I just can't see nobody taking this kid's job, man.
No.
And I love Emory Jones. I done date breakdown tapes. I thought he should have started this year. I really did think he should have started. But I'm not going to argue with the coach. I'm not going to act like I'm smarter than the coach, even though you know I am. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love Emory Jones. What do you think about it? If we get to Atlanta, I just don't say how you take this kid's job. Because
you're right. No.
I mean, even though Emory Jones has been there all summer and he's learning, there's nothing like game experience. And we got a hell of a schedule. We start off with Miami. We got Auburn. So not that Auburn's any good right now, but that don't mean they won't be better. It's still Auburn, Florida. So the schedule next year is 10 times harder this year. You won't be hearing me talking about 12-0 next year. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, but man.
Dan Mullen a bad man. That's why we drinking the Mullen, son. That's why I came up with the recipe. Because I knew it was going to come true, man. It ain't over yet. We're just halfway there. But it tickles me because nobody even thought we'd have a chance to make the game in Jacksonville mean anything. This game is going to mean a lot. I know everybody's worried about Nashville. Don't talk to me about Nashville. Let's talk about Jacksonville.
Yeah, because Lance, honestly, besides the Georgia game, y'all done got past the hard part of y'all schedule.
You damn right. Georgia ain't even started theirs.
Y'all done played both the teams from the West, and y'all done played Kentucky. So y'all like besides Georgia, y'all ain't gonna see nobody better than LSU State.
You know what's real sweet? We go to Nashville this weekend, right?
Where is it?
We don't leave the state of Florida the rest of the year after this weekend. We do not leave the state of Florida the rest of the way.
At all.
Think about that, my friend. And you can say what you want about the neutral side. Jacksonville's a home game for the Gators.
Yeah.
I mean, we beat them. We beat them 3 out of 4. I know everybody remembers last year, and that's good and dandy. But the juniors and seniors on this team have a lot of success against Georgia. And if Jim McElwain has a winning record against you, you know what Dan Mullen's fixing to do.
Yeah, man. Dan Mullen got that experience, man, and that shit showed.
You're a coach. I mean, he got blown out 37-3 last year. Now he's playing with a better team, better talent. He proved that in Starkville. This game's personal to our players and our coach, and I feel sorry for Georgia, man. No doubt about it. But I won't keep you up all night, man. I appreciate your conversation, man. Go Gators.
Man, hey.
Yeah.
So, are you going to any games, or are you going to try to?
If we make Atlanta, I'm going to the SEC championship.
You going?
I won't be in the game, but I'm going to meet Paul, and my buddy said I can stay with him or watch the game at his house. So if anybody wants to meet Lance and Jasper, come on down to Atlanta because we're going to Atlanta. Book it right now. Don't wait.
So y'all going?
I'm going. I know the Gators are going. If the Gators are going, I'm going. I just want to meet Paul. I want to look him in the eyes, man, and let him know.
So did you watch anybody else last week?
No, because I did my show right after the game, and I missed that Kentucky A&M game, and I think I watched that 11 o'clock game. But I watched a little bit of Missouri and South Carolina, but I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm straight Gator, man. I find football very, very boring if it ain't the Florida Gators. If it ain't the Florida Gators, man. I just do. I know that's crazy. Everybody's a football fan, but I just love the Gators, man.
Do you got a pro team, or you don't really watch pro football?
I don't support pros. I'm just all Gator, man. That's all I like. Gator football, 24/7, 365. It consumes me, man. That's all I care about. That's all I study. I mean, I do study the other teams in the SEC just to prepare me for my schedule and to make projections. But outside of SEC, man, I don't care. But it's really hard for me to watch the games inside the season.
Are you from Tennessee, though?
Yeah. I live in Jasper. I'm about 30 minutes out of Chattanooga, man.
But you like to do basketball, too, though.
That's what they say. I grew up a Duke. I mean, I grew up a Duke fan, man. I mean, I like basketball before I liked football, man. When I was growing, I was born in '80. So you think about 1991, 92 when Duke was on top. I'm 10, 11 years old. Hell, I'm thinking I can be Bobby Hurley. You know what I mean? I can be Bobby Hurley. But there ain't no way I can be Jim Kelly.
Hey, but
But man, I don't watch college basketball anymore. I don't even care about it. As a kid, hell yeah, I was a Duke fan. I ain't gonna lie, I grew up on it. I mean, basketball was my first passion. I got all the awards in basketball. I mean, before I started getting in trouble, man, all county, all term, you know all the awards you get. I mean, you know, my ninth grade year was supposed to be my breakout year, but I got locked up all summer and I moved. And you know, when you lose your coach, man, it really a coach means a lot to a player, man, and that's why I'm so high on Dan Mullen, because I know for a fact what a coach can do for a player's life, man. And when you lose that special coach, you lose a lot, man, and that's what Mississippi State's going through, especially Nick Fitzgerald. I know what that personal relationship means to a player, man, and his development. When somebody believes in you, man, especially a coach, it means more to you than a parent.
Moorhead just fucking retarded. He trying to throw the ball, but against Auburn, he ran the fucking ball, and we look a lot better.
Well, yeah, it really helped you committed to the run.
I don't know what the hell he was doing against y'all. But Dan Mullen
won that game, man. He won that game. He diced them up. He outplayed them. He out-recruited them. He out-schemed them up, more importantly. And I'll tell you now, man, you may tell your dad this, and y'all remember this. If I never tell you nothing else, believe in this. Dan Mullen will win the national championship before Kirby Smart.
You believe it?
I'm saying it now. I mean, I don't bet money. I got nothing to put on it, but I put my reputation on it. I mean, you know, I believe that with all my heart. I mean, look. I mean, that was a signature win Saturday, man. That was a program-changing win. I mean, people talking about a 2 or 3 year rebuild. Not so fast, man. There were a lot of key recruits at that game. And to see that atmosphere, I mean, Florida's coming back. They're in the express lane to Atlanta right now, son. And I'm going to tell you, 2 or 3 years from now, you'll be looking back, and everybody's going to know that was a program-changing win. And it went from a 2 or 3 year rebuild. Everybody thought, to, man, we got a chance this year, and watch out for us next year, because we're fixing to get some key recruits. We're going to finish with a top 10 class. I predict number 7 class in America come signing day.
Is Dawan Black gonna qualify? Dawan Black?
Yeah, he's gonna qualify. He already moved to Florida to get help with school. He's doing everything he can. They're gonna help him out. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
They're gonna do everything they can to help the kid. Dawan Black's a bad man, son. He's got instinct you can't teach, and he's violent. And he's got hands like, man, y'all turn on his tape, and he's a better receiver than most kids are. And this kid's coming to play linebacker or safety for the University of Florida. I mean, you look at Vosan Joseph. He's got that speed and recklessness, but a little bit more instinct. Dawan Black's a real deal.
He a real deal.
And he can cover like Brad Stewart. That's how good Dawan Black is.
Oh, yeah. He the truth, man. I seen him in Mississippi in person in high school.
Oh yeah. I bet you have. You're in the area. His tape's unbelievable, man. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder the difference in a 4 and a 5 star, which we all know what it is. Money.
Yeah.
If your parents got the money, you can get that 5th star. But if your parents ain't got the money, you're a 3 or a 4 star at best. It really pisses me off, man, because you got to evaluate talent by the eye test. You can't evaluate by camps. I mean, give me a break, man. Kick and play, kick and play. I don't give a damn what level he's on.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Some things you can't teach.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I've enjoyed this conversation, man. Go Gators, okay?
All right, Lance, just holler at me.
Holler at me, my friend, anytime. Go Gators. Good luck, coach. Oh, it's my buddy. I like that guy a lot. Let's see where we at on it. Let's see. Oh, I had a call come in. I'll call him back, see what's going on. Anybody want to call the show, man? You let us know. We always looking for a good call.
What's going on, Lance?
I'm just relishing in the moment, you know.
Of course.
Sipping on some,
I know, man.
sipping on that Molinade, baby. Let me get me another.
yeah.
Hey, tell them how you feel. I'm gonna get a refill.
How do I feel, man? It's great to be a Gator, man. Like I say, believe not, everything is coming along like it should be. Like I say, believe not, people saying that we're trying to improve, but guess what? All teams have room for improvement. All teams do. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to beat Georgia. We're going to beat Vandy, and we're going to the SEC championship game.
You better believe it.
So that's what I know.
I know you do, man, because you got eyes. And if you got eyes, it's easy to see. Tape don't lie, my friend. I mean, tape don't lie. I mean, what does lie?
Absolutely.
I tell you what lies. It's the media. I mean, think about this. Think about this, Eddie.
Sir.
Let me tell you this, Eddie. Stay with me for a second. Tennessee, what did the media say? The talent was equal on the football field. Okay.
Right.
We went into Mississippi State. Oh, well, State has something to prove. This game means more to Mississippi State and their people than anybody for the Florida Gators. What happened? We went into LSU. We went into LSU. They talk about Joe Burrow. Oh, he's going to exploit this defense. He's going to expose his secondary. What happened? He threw a game-winning touchdown to the wrong damn team.
Yes, sir.
So don't come at me with media and we're fans, because I'm going to tell you, sometimes you're just a little bit too close to the damn forest. You can't see the forest for the damn trees, son, and that's what's going on with the media. All they remember is last year, and they think there ain't no talent on this damn team. The problem with last year's team, besides the suspensions and injuries, was there was no damn coaching. And it's awful funny to me, when we get to coach, the swamp is packed out, and all of a sudden, we're on the hunt to Atlanta when after week 2, they said our season was over. Give me a damn break.
That was a bunch of crap. I like the way you came on Pine Bum. I loved it.
I whipped his ass today, my friend.
I know, I heard.
I get sick of that pump. Yeah, they need a hot cup to shut the hell up on that show.
He deserved it. I say, all of them deserved it.
You know what he said? He said later in the show, Georgia has the better defense than Florida. Let's see how he answers that question tomorrow when I call the damn phone. Because there ain't no way around it. There ain't no tape to prove that. There ain't a stat out there to prove it. They ain't even got a pass rusher, man. Are you kidding me? Our defensive tackles have more sacks than their whole damn defensive line put together. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
In the secondary? Don't come at my damn secondary. We're the #1 secondary in the nation. Forget DBU. We're the pick 6.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I say, I like the way Joseph is playing. He's playing good.
Yeah, Todd Grantham helped this kid out a lot, and having David Reese back has really allowed this kid to play football again. And he ain't thinking so much. But you really got to give the kid credit, man, because you know he didn't have a great year last year, but he was pretty. I know he was a sophomore on paper, but he was pretty much a freshman. He didn't play a lot his freshman year, so you got to give the kid a lot of credit for improving. And you know how it is. That junior year is usually your biggest year, and give the kid a lot of credit, man, because he's got heart and he's got skill. And he's playing his ass off for the Florida Gators when a lot of the media wrote this damn team off. They didn't listen to the noise or the static in the attic. This team rallied together, and I ain't never been more proud to be a Florida Gator in my damn life. I don't give a damn if we lose every damn game the rest of the year. I ain't never been more proud of a team than I am this team right here sitting here today.
Everybody say that Vandy's gonna be a sleeper. They're gonna come and do something. That's crap.
We had our sleeper against Kentucky. You don't do that twice in a year.
That's it.
Damn Dan Mullen already knows what to look for, and it's practice. When he sees it in practice, he'll go put on that Kentucky tape and say, look here, guys. But again, this team ain't relaxing. This team's on a mission. This team is on a mission.
A mission to be the beast in the East. That's it.
Florida Gators are back, man. You know it, and I know it.
They are back.
They're all the way back, and you can thank Dan Mullen for that, and you can thank these players, man. I mean,
I knew when Dan Mullen got off the plane and started chomping, I said, "That's it. It's time."
We still chomping. We still chomping, ain't we, Eddie?
Yes, we is. We're gonna continue chomping.
After week 2, when everybody was crying, we're still chomping, wasn't we, my friend?
Yes, sir. We chomp every day, all day.
I ain't shaking my loss.
We don't stop chomping. We don't. We never.
If you're shaken by a loss, man, you got. I mean, this is what bothers me about. This is what bothers me about fans after a loss. You want players to deal with adversity, but you can't deal with it. You know what I mean? Does that make any damn sense? Why would you expect a player who's in the middle of a game to deal with adversity and overcome it when you can't overcome it after a damn game that you didn't even play in? You just walked. Now, I understand being emotional, I understand being upset, but at the same time, you don't come in here as a media writing this team off or telling them about how they're soft. They got a McElwain mentality, and they're 2 or 3 years away. I mean, what in the hell are you doing? Besides hurting recruiting and making yourself look like a damn fool, trying to piss in somebody's face and telling them it's rain, Lance and Jasper ain't falling for it, son. Get the real shit.
Sitting up there worried about Kentucky. Kentucky lost this weekend.
That's a damn good thing for the Florida Gators. That helped the Gators out big time.
I know it's gonna happen. Kentucky gonna lose one more game.
Yeah, I see it too.
So
I see Georgia beat them.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think Georgia will beat them.
Right, Georgia gonna beat them. Right, that's the next. Yeah, right. I totally agree. I mean, like I say, believe not. Like I say, without the running game, they don't know where to go.
There ain't no doubt about it.
They don't know if they're
I gotta tell you. Hey, man, it's been an honor, Eddie. I'm gonna get you back on the show another time. Go Gators.
All right, go Gators.
You live on the Lance and Jasper show. What's up, quarterback?
Hey, Lance. I just want to call in real quick. Man, I know that. Man, first off, I want to say that I apologize for it being so crazy in that bus, but it's crazy for good reason, man. I mean, half the bus. I don't drink personally, but half the bus was drunk. They were listening to loud music. I take a bus with the Orlando Alumni Association. So, man, what an experience! What a game! Man, that had to be the loudest I've ever heard the Swamp. I mean, I went to some loud ones. Scored a touchdown in 2007, and I believe that was his Heisman moment. I was at the game when I believe his name is Jarvis Moss blocked the kick for against South Carolina to secure our destiny for the SEC and then the national championship game. Man, I've been to some loud stadiums, but that one was amazing. Left me speechless. I'll never forget that one. But man, I love to break down some offense, break down some defense.
Go ahead, tell us what you're seeing from the offense, and we'll get to defense.
So, I mean, the offense obviously needs improvement. I don't think there's a Gator fan in the right mind that would negate that thought. They definitely need improvement.
Well, I would, man, because I can't understand that language. I need to know what you sing. Let's just say on Saturday to keep the fans.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's hard to remember all the games. But tell me what you seen Saturday from the offense that you would like to see improved.
Absolutely. Well,
tell me. Give me something.
You have to look at the fact that obviously LSU pays their coaches too. I believe Iran does. I think that's his name. He's the highest paid defensive coordinator in the country. By a long shot, gets paid well over, I think close to $2 million a year, if not that amount or more. So LSU has a pretty good defense, especially they look pretty good in the secondary. But I definitely want to see Franks do a little bit better job at decision making. I thought that he probably should have thrown out of the end zone on that play where he threw a pick. And I thought the offensive line could have played a little bit better. But honestly, the Gators aren't going to win games in the passing game. They're going to win games because of the running. And I thought that a bright spot from that game was the fact that we got well over 200 yards rushing against LSU. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked at the stats at every game that LSU played previous to us, but I would not be surprised if that's the most LSU's led up all season. And so we're running the ball well. I thought that we made great blocks on the outside. I thought Brett Hagee had a heck of a game. I was really happy to see him get over 50 snaps in that game. It was amazing to see him finally get in the fold.
I love you, man. I love you like I love you.
It was a great team game.
I love you big time. But tell me, what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You're bragging on the Gators. I mean, you're taking the words right out of my mouth. So what are you seeing that you're not satisfied with? Because I don't understand. Like you said, rushed over 200 yards. Gave up no sacks. We averaged 5 yards per carry on the game. I know Franks had the interception, but man, he had pressure in his face as soon as he dropped back. So that's a team game. That's a team mistake right there. But again, Dan Mullen said today he was trying to throw it out of bounds, couldn't get enough on it. So again, he was trying to make the right play, just didn't have the arm strength. Shit, like Dan Mullen said, when in doubt, hold on to the ball. It'll come with experience. I mean, there's a couple penalties I don't want to see, but there's nothing from this offense that suggests to me that they're struggling. In fact, they're starting to play consistent, and they're getting better at it. You're seeing explosive plays. You're seeing deep balls. I mean, look at Mississippi State, the Grimes play. It got called back from holding. Look at Josh Hammond had 2 deep plays in that game that were critical. Dan Mullen's play calling's elite. I mean, we're not putting up 50 points a game, but damn, man, think about this offense compared to the last 2 years. Don't think about it compared to Spurrier. Don't think about it compared to Tim Tebow. Think about it compared to what you've seen the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I mean, this Gator team is rolling, son. I don't understand I'm just having a hard time. I'm having a hard time because I've been watching these games and I don't see a team that's struggling at all. When you give up 1 sack combined to Mississippi State and LSU, 1 sack combined, and you're struggling, I don't get it.
Lance, hey.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, because I 100% agree. I absolutely 100% agree. And anybody that's saying that the Gators are struggling on offense doesn't understand offense. Because we won that game because we sustained, when it counted most, we sustained drives. Okay, immediately when we got punched in the mouth, and LSU ran down our throats.
Right.
Which really isn't completely. They got outside and they made some good blocks on the edge, but our defense immediately fixed that and made adjustments. I thought Grant Phillips did an amazing job at making adjustments to what LSU did at the beginning of the game, and again on that second drive where they scored that touchdown to take the lead, 19-14 on us. And then we went straight back and we scored a touchdown that drive. That was a beautiful drive.
Right.
We ran the ball well. We had that great pass, the throwback pass from Lucas Kroll to Felipe Franks. Man, it was funny to see Lucas Kroll throw the ball because it looked a whole lot like Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
I mean, lefty guy has kind of a baseball throw. I mean, you can. There's no better ode to Tebow than that play right there. But man, I'm not saying that we're struggling. I'm saying that we have room to improve. Okay? Yeah. I want to see our quarterback play improve. I want to see our offensive line improve. But man,
everybody does.
Look, even the 08 team who won the national championship. Okay, even they found areas that they needed to improve. Man, Dan Mullen, he knows things now, as an offensive coach that he didn't know back in 08 when he was winning championships with us, 08 and 06. Okay? There's always room for improvement. And I'm completely all in with Dan Mullen. You know, like you say, I'm drinking the Mullenade, man.
Well, I mean, hear me out, man.
We've both been drinking the Mullenade, man. Come over to my house. We'll get a drink and we'll do a toast to the Mullenade, man. But let me say that. What's up?
Go ahead. Finish your point.
Let me say this. Okay, as long as Dan Mullen is unsatisfied with the offense, as long as Dan Mullen feels like there's ways that they can improve, as long as Felipe Franks is not grading out as a champion in games, he can improve.
Well, here's the deal, man. I'm not saying that we're so good we don't need to go to practice anymore. I'm not saying we've hit our peak, but I am saying what we were labeled as from the beginning of the season to after week 2.
Yeah.
People lied, man, and people had a bad evaluation of this team. They said a lot of stuff that wasn't true. Hold on, man. They said this offensive line was soft, and they said we had a McElwain mentality at the program. Well, you don't beat Mississippi State and LSU if you got a soft offensive line and you got a McElwain mentality. You don't win those 2 games. You know why? Because the Florida Gators ain't went 2-0 against the SEC West since 2012. Even when Urban Meyer was there, they were sweeping the SEC West. So for Dan Mullen to come in and sweep the West, the part of the division that we've always struggled with historically, really says a lot about the mentality of this team and where this program is going. I give it a signature win. And again, you gave up 1 sack to LSU and Mississippi State combined. That ain't a soft offensive line by no stretch of the imagination. Can they get better? Hell yeah, they can get better. Every team in America is trying to get better. I'm not saying they've hit their peak and they're the best team in the country, but we're the best team in the SEC East. And when we get to Atlanta, we will be the best team in the SEC.
And Lance, I'm glad you're saying that because I definitely see this as an 11-1 football team. I definitely see this as a team. I mean, every game counts, so we got to play well against Vanderbilt. Which
they can't nobody. The
we got to beat Georgia.
Nobody can block us, bro. Nobody can block our defensive line. And if you can't block and you can harass the quarterback and you got a big 6 click like we got, you got linebackers who can stop the run. I mean, we are complete on defense, and Dan Mullen will get just enough offense. The Florida Gators are the most dangerous team in America.
Yeah, I think
there ain't hold on. These damn fans. There ain't no constructive criticism on this damn show. If you want to call the show and criticize, call the damn show. Don't be tweeting on the damn show. Because, man, we're here to have fun and support the Gators. If you don't like the damn Gators, call 423-509-7007. Call me up and I'll have a conversation with anybody. But I ain't going to text back and forth when I'm sitting here trying to have a conversation with somebody. If you got that big a problem with what I'm saying, have some damn guts and call the show. That's how I feel about it. Fuck a bunch of letters. We ain't pen pals. Call the damn show.
Yeah.
Just on my fucking nerves. Go ahead, my friend, because I'm trying to enjoy this Gator victory. I mean, you know it and I know it. Everybody said this was a 2 or 3 year rebuild. Are you kidding me? We just jumped in the express lane to Atlanta, and not only that, this was a program-changing win. You want to talk about recruiting? We just got them.
Yeah, absolutely. And in engineering, we call it the fulcrum, which if you ever seen a seesaw, it's that point where that seesaw can either go up or it can go down. And I believe that this win is the point where we're going up. And what's amazing, Lance, and man, I understand why I heard that you got real emotional after this game, and you done what I should have, because what you saw before your eyes, okay? I was in the swamp. You're watching on TV. Same thing. What we saw before our eyes was history. We saw the beginnings of the University of Florida Gators dynasty. Okay, every kid in America dreams of being that quarterback who leads the Gators in a dynasty. And guess what? As bad as people thought Felipe Franks was, everybody from now on is going to remember Felipe Franks as the quarterback who was part of the Gator team that initiated this dynasty. And you know what? I'm not saying that we're going to win the national championship this year.
Well,
I'm saying we have a shot. I'm not saying that we're going to beat Georgia. I think we have a shot. I'm not saying that we're going to go to the.
What have you seen from Georgia? What have you seen from Georgia that makes you say that you can't that Florida shouldn't be favored in that game?
Oh, I'm 100% agreement with you. I think we should win that game. I just don't think we're favored. I think we win that game.
Well, I mean, we weren't favored to beat Mississippi State. We weren't favored to beat LSU.
We'd be lucky to be the number 12 team in the country. Okay.
We weren't favored to beat anybody, and we ain't ever going to be favored.
I don't care.
I don't want to be favored because if they're picking us, we're losing.
Yeah, man. Pat Dooley picked us to lose the last 3 games.
He picked us to lose against LSU. Did he pick us to lose against LSU?
Of course.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Robbie Andrew finally picked us, I think.
Fuck him. I hate the only media in Gainesville, Florida that I have any respect for is Zach Abolverdi, Jeff Cardoso, PG, Graham Hall's earning my respect, and the rest of them, kiss my ass.
Yeah, Graham Hall too. Can't forget about him.
We can be real all you want, little lady. I mean, I'm really respectful. I ain't gonna treat you like I do Paul. Just call it down. Go. We'll get it on.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna get you out here and get this call right here. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Let's see. Got a new caller. Let's give them a ring. See what's on their mind. Now, when you call my cell, I'll call you back on another number. So y'all be sure to answer this call right here. I'll get you on the Lance and Jasper show live where the party is. Lance and Jasper show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you, Lance?
I'm doing great. What's on your mind?
Yes, so I'm a huge Gator fan. I'm in West Palm Beach, and I was just watching this game, and I'm still seeing all these Georgia fans talking crap to all of us, and I just don't know what they see from Jake Fromm or Justin Fields or any of their guys that makes them think they're that much better than us. And watching the defense, they were actually giving up some chuck plays to Vandy. Vandy was driving on them like at the beginning of the first half. That Shermer guy, he found a nice few passing plays to Kalijah Lipscomb and some of those other dudes. And I don't know. Vandy put some drives together, and it was only like a 7-3 ball game into the second quarter. So Georgia might not lose this weekend. So I don't know. I'm actually feeling pretty good about that game in Jacksonville. So that'll be a good game. I think we have a chance. I think we actually might. I think it's probable that we win that game. But yeah.
It ain't probable. It's definite. Here's the deal. I mean, if you take the names out of it. If I'm evaluating a football game, what I want to know is who can run the ball and who can stop the ball. I want to know the better. I want to know who's running the ball the best and who's got the best defense. And 85% of the time, I'm going to take that team. You agree with me, or do you think that way?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and so if you look at that game, the Florida Gators are running the ball better than Georgia. And let me tell you this: our defense, not in day compared to Georgia. They don't have a sack artist.
Chauncey Gardner.
They don't have.
He was lights out that game.
It ain't even the secondary. I'm talking about the defensive line.
All those boys.
It starts up front.
His offensive line holding up against them.
Well, it starts up front. Georgia ain't got the defensive line. They're not putting pressure on anybody. They don't get pressure with our front four. I mean, we can kill you with our front four and drop 8. I mean, unless Justin Fields is on and he just makes improv play after improv play and escapability like we've never seen, then there ain't no chance in hell for Georgia to walk into Jacksonville and get a win against the Florida Gators.
Yeah,
I mean, just on defense alone.
We saw against Kentucky with that one dude, whatever his name was, Terry Wilson or whatever. He kind of gashed us, but other than that, like our pass defense was fine, It was just running quarterback sometimes hurt us. That's the one thing that if any way Georgia's in this game,
If Justin Fields ain't starting and he ain't playing the majority of the snaps, I like this team against Florida because Jay Fromm's a sitting duck, and we will eat that boy alive.
Yeah. Now, what about the Seminoles? What do you think about them? The Criminals, whatever you call them. How about that game? That game might be a blowout. I think it will be a blowout.
I mean, I ain't trying to get that far down the schedule, but I don't see Florida State beating Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a rival game, and again, it goes back to coaching.
Game, or were you too keyed in on a LSU game?
I'm too keyed in on my Gators, man. I'm keyed in on the Gators, man. I don't turn the channel. I distribute the commercials. We don't turn the channel on Florida Gators, man. But tell me, man, I mean, it's about coaching. And Willie Taggart versus Dan Mullen's a coaching mismatch. And again, when you talk about talent, Florida's got more talent than people realize. And I'm getting tweets right here about we can't beat Alabama. I mean, how do you know we can't beat Alabama when we ain't playing? I know this. Dan Mullen's had a pretty good scheme against him when he was at Mississippi State. I know he came pretty close. He came within from a minute last year.
They should have beat him. They had him like 24-17 with 6 minutes left.
They had him last year.
That was actually the one that kind of blew that game for Mississippi State.
So you give Dan Mullen.
They had Bama. They should have won that game last year.
You give Dan Mullen more talent.
A perfect game. You
give Dan Mullen more talent. And this defense, Tua ain't been under pressure all year. I mean, he's been sitting up pretty. He ain't even had to wash it. He ain't even had to wash his damn game jersey yet. You play the Florida Gators, you start getting pressure, you start seeing ghosts. You got to finish a game. It gets clutch. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Florida Gators got a defense to beat anybody in the country, and I want you to know that the Florida Gators are the scariest team in the country because we are coming, and we're going to continue to get better. And week to week, when we get out of Jacksonville, you will understand that this team is real. I ain't let you down all year, Gator Nation. Don't start questioning me now. I got Gator vision. That's something the media ain't got.
Do you think LaMichael Pirine or Jordan Scarlett should head our backfield? Like, who do you think is the better back right now, based on that game we saw against LSU?
Well, to me, they're a perfect combination of each other because they both can push the ball. You get tired of tackling both in the fourth quarter, so it really don't matter to me who's getting the carries because I like them both, and I think they both got the same game. Pirine's got better hands and maybe a little bit more breakaway speed. But, man, Jordan Scarlett's a hammer, and he wears them down for Pirine. I mean, everybody's got a job to do. If Jordan Scarlett in there softening them up for Pirine, then maybe he ain't making those wrong. But, again, I like them both because, again, they play off each other.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I appreciate you calling the show, man. Go Gators.
Yes, sir. All right, have a good night.
You the man. Hey, man. All right, I mean, come on, Jessica. Just give me a call. I'll be really nice. But I really want to have a conversation about this Florida Gator versus Alabama thing. Any Bama fans want to call, Florida fans, decent conversation. I won't yell. I won't get loud. No passing from me, I promise. 423-509-70007. Come on, man. Who's on the deal? Give us a call, Jessica. It'll be fine, man. You got it, fan. I mean, I respect women. I got a little girl. So I ain't gonna go crazy on no girl. I will tell you that. But if you don't want to call, no pressure. I'm sorry about this. I hate to delay the show after this. I know y'all get tired, boy, man. Give people a call. We'll call them back. We'll cut it off in a minute. I pretty much made my points. You know, the Molyneux's working. Florida's going to Atlanta. Told you about the defense. Told you about the offense. No way around it.
Hello?
Lance and Jasper.
What's up, Lance?
I'm just sitting back relishing on some Molyneux. I mean, all I heard about was Georgia, and all of a sudden the Florida Gators look like the best team in the SEC East.
I'll take my money with the Gators against them dogs any day. I'm a fan. You hear me?
I know you are, my friend.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's the guy that Florida can't stop? Tell me right now.
I don't see anything. I mean, the scariest part is if Justin Fields is the starting quarterback. He's got improbability, escapability, and he can make plays like Tua. I mean, the kid's special. But if he ain't the starting quarterback, Jay Fromm's a sitting duck. And their run game ain't impressed me. And more importantly, their defense hasn't impressed me. I mean, if you watch their games, teams are pretty much giving it to them. They're not just running away.
Got this year?
Do what?
How many sacks has Georgia got this year?
I don't know. I don't know their stats, but I know this for sure. Going into the Tennessee game, they had 1 on the season. So whatever they've done since then, I don't know. But I know this: the Florida Gators have the best defensive line in the country, and I can tell you they got the best defense in the country. Being an Alabama fan, you might not like that, but the way these defense playing since David Reese and C.C. Jefferson came back, it's championship level.
Alabama, we got exposed Saturday. We got some weaknesses in our secondary. And I do think, and I hate to say this, I do think Florida's got a better secondary right now. I really do.
Yeah, I think our defensive line's top notch too. I mean, y'all got better linebackers than we got. I'll give you that. But the defensive line's what wins football games. You got to win up front. You know that. You've seen it for 9 years. I mean, you've seen it for a long time. I mean, and when Bama's won, they've had dominant player from Derek Thomas on down the line. But here's the deal. I mean, a lot of people getting on to me because, you know, I think Florida can compete with Alabama. I mean, here's the deal. If you got a defensive line, you can compete with anybody. Because Tua ain't been under pressure. He ain't even watched his game jersey all year. So you never know what you can. If you can get pressure on a guy, get him confused, give him something he ain't seen all year, yeah, you might have a shot with him. But again, I really ain't worried about beating Alabama today. I'm worried about getting to Atlanta because nobody said we could do it. Because all you heard was Georgia and Alabama. They said it was a 5-year war. That's how bad it was. No, and I'm here to tell you, like I told you before, Dan Mullen ain't that guy. And this team's got more talent than people realize, and it's showing up on Saturdays.
I agree. I do. I'm proud for him, man. I
know you are, man, and I know you're a huge fan of mine, a huge fan of the Gators, and you support me on Fireball. You've been real good to me. But, man, the media just pisses me off, man, and you know that better than anybody, man. The way I've been treated on that show, man, and they piss me off, man.
Well, they're going with what's been in the past. It ain't the past no more. This is 2018, brother.
Yeah, I'm well aware. I am well aware. But they don't seem to be. They spend half the season talking about last year, then all of a sudden, they don't know what happened this year.
I don't see anybody standing, really truly the toughest game Florida's got left.
Georgia.
And you may think I'm crazy, but I think Missouri will give them more trouble than anybody else on the schedule.
Yeah, you could be right, because Drew lost Andrews. But we're at home. I like that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be the advantage right there. So
we don't after we get back from Vanderbilt this weekend, we don't leave the state of Florida again. So that's a huge advantage. I think Florida Gators. I'll tell you right now, the Florida Gators went out.
Yeah. It's very possible, man. I just want to shout out to you. I'm watching your show, man. I appreciate you. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Take care, bud.
Go Gators. My man. I appreciate that. Philip King, straight out of Alabama, Farm Bomb caller. Let's get this call back. Somebody called. I hope it's Jessica, but I doubt it. She don't love me anymore. Last call right here. We out. Go Gators. Yeah, you live on the Lance and Jasper show.
What's going on?
Feeling great. Feeling great.
I'm a Gator fan here, but I just, I don't think Dad Mullen has, he could do a little bit better play calling and stuff like that, run the ball better a little more, I think.
So Dan Mullen needs to call plays better. Have you watched the last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
No, you have. I mean, so you're talking about the offense that just averaged 5 yards per carry, had explosive plays in the passing game, had the trick play, and you want to see better play calling.
With the running the ball, you don't think we're gapping?
We just averaged 5 yards a carry. What else you want him to do? Average 10 yards per carry? I mean, give me a damn break.
That's why we need to run it more.
We have committed to the run. Ever since Kentucky, we have committed to the run. What do you mean run it more?
No, we have 4 great running backs, and we're not using them.
Where's 4 great running backs at? Because I see 3.
Okay,
Unless you want to count Kadarius Toney. Unless you want to count Kadarius Toney.
I think Pierce needs to play a little more.
For what? For what? What's wrong with the job P. Ryan and Scarlett's doing?
P. Ryan's awesome. I'm just saying, we could run a little more. Like the pick that he threw in the end zone when we went deep in the second half, I think that's on Mullen because we should have ran the ball.
Well, it's easy to say now, but if you look at the damn play, we need to block a little better on that play.
Correct. I mean,
don't just throw it on the damn play call. Understand what happened on the field. Players win games, and let me tell you this: they get coaches fired as well.
Right.
So don't just put it all on the play caller. I mean, you got to execute. It don't make a damn what play I call. If you ain't going to block, it probably ain't going to work.
Right, but I mean, I think he's putting a little too much on Franks right now. I mean, you got a great running game like you got. I mean, you could, you could,
but eventually you're going to have to complete 3rd and 7. You're going to have to throw it to win a game. That's I got no problem with him taking a shot right there.
Right, but I mean, it's first and goal. First down. It's like, they're not stopping the run, so let's keep running until they stop us.
Yeah, you make a good point. If you just want to keep beating your head up against the wall, but to me, it was a good play call. It wasn't executed. The blocking was there, and Frank should have held on the ball. He should have never threw it, but he did. The guy was wide open. If he don't get pressure right there, it's an easy touchdown.
He missed him badly.
So the play was perfect. The play call was perfect. The execution was poor. We agree on that?
Yeah, I'll give. He got hit too, so I'll give you that. Do you think P. Ryan is better than Scarlett though?
I think he's got more as a skill. I think he's got more skill as far as catching the ball, and he's got more speed. But I wouldn't say he's a better back.
Smith in him a little bit. I see a little Emmitt Smith in him a little bit.
Fuck. I wouldn't say. I see more Emmitt Smith and Damian Pierce than Michael P. Ryan.
Yeah, Pierce is good. I don't know what's wrong with whether he's going to play Pierce more.
Because he can't block, man, and you can't put him in that game if he can't pass block. And plus, if you put him in, 90% it's run. And you can't have that in a game that close. It's just that simple, my friend. It ain't got nothing to do with skill. It's just about learning the playbook. It's about learning how to pass block. If all he had to do was run the ball, give him the ball. But there's more to it than that. You don't want to be so predictable that when a guy enters the game, they're running. That ain't a good recipe for success, especially as much as people talk about this offensive line. You see where I'm coming from?
Right.
So, maybe that wasn't his game. It don't mean he won't play this week. It don't mean he won't play against Georgia. It just wasn't his game.
Yeah.
Just like the receivers. Every week it's been somebody different. It was Swain. Mississippi State, it was the tight ends. This week it was Josh Hammond. You still ain't seen a big game out of Jefferson or
When's
Cleveland.
Copeland going to get in? When's Copeland going to get in there?
Well, that's what we're waiting to see. It might be after the bye week with Georgia. I heard he's healthy and he's practicing, but for whatever reason, he ain't on the field. So, it's a deep position. And if you've been hurt all year, it's really going to be hard to work yourself into the rotation, I'm afraid.
Right, because we do got some nice receivers with Jefferson, and Grimes is good. We got a good track.
And I got to give Grimes credit in the Mississippi State. The tight ends and Grimes stepped up against Mississippi State. Then you had Swain all the games before that.
But just like in the Mississippi State game, when we're at the end of the game, when we're trying to run the clock out, and then we throw it, and the running back hits his elbow to make him fumble the ball. It's like we need to just keep running the ball and not throw it. It's like, why are we throwing the ball when we're trying to run the clock out and we're gashing them? So we have a potential turnover right there for throwing the ball for no reason.
I understand. I understand.
I think Mullen's just a little. I love Mullen to death. He's just a little pass happy. Is all. I like to, see him gas with the run a little more. Is all. Especially when we're successful with it.
Well, the reason you're successful with it is because you're so balanced, man, and you got the defense on their heels. I think he's going to. I did question a few of his play calls against Kentucky, but since then, I think Dan Mullen's been on the money. I think he's on a hot streak calling plays. The way he dialed it up against Mississippi State and to come out of there against LSU with a win, a top 5 team. It's hard for me to complain about the coach of this team right now. Of course, you can always improve. You can always do things better.
No doubt.
And as a fan, you're always going to have the way you want to see us win and the way maybe somebody else wants to see us win. And the way you're talking about, that'll win you some games. And I'm with you. I want to see a commitment to the run, and sometimes we do get pass happy, but it ain't enough for me to sit here today and question the play caller.
Right.
But I do understand. I understand your mentality, and I respect it because I'm the same way. Run the ball, play defense. I don't care if we win 3-2.
Right. Me neither. Exactly. I don't need 35, 40 points a game. It doesn't matter how we get it.
For what? At the end of the day, your defense is going to win the game.
Right.
I mean, offense ain't going to win you no championship. Just look around the league.
Tell you what, man, Joseph, he's going to be a star, man. He's coming up, man. He's nice. He played his heart out last game. He helped us win that game. He's the one guy who said who's going to step up if Reese gets hurt. I'm telling you, Joseph will step up and he'll make some plays for us if that happens. If he has to.
Yeah, but he plays better when he ain't asked to be the leader of the team. You know, when he can just go out there and free flow and play. He's not really that guy, but
right.
But he has gotten better from week to week. So you know, maybe he could fill them shoes. But hopefully we can get through this week healthy, and we'll see what we got. Because I want all our horses against Georgia, and I'm telling you right now, the Florida Gators are winning out. I thought they'd go 12-0. They had a hiccup, but there ain't nothing wrong with 11-1, my friend.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but
or 10
I'm not.
Or 10-2,
you know.
Or 10-2, because everybody thinks we're gonna lose to Georgia. But I'll be around. I'm gonna call everybody up Georgia week. We'll see what everybody's feeling. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna end this show, man. I appreciate your call. I'm gonna keep your number, man. What's your name?
All right, man.
What's your name?
Justin Beeman.
Oh, okay. Oh, I seen you on. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Come on now. You've been sending all that hate, and then you gonna call up. You gonna call up and fold. You gonna call up and fold like a cheap kid. Yeah, but man,
that's all.
You taking shots at this team that ain't warranted, man. I mean, I was fixing to ask if you were blind.
I'm just, I see what I see too. I just don't like to, get ahead of the game shit. I just go take week to week. Got Vanderbilt next, so let's just handle Vanderbilt, and then we'll go on to the next. Don't like to look too far ahead.
Well, I ain't looking too far ahead, but everybody's got it. But it don't do no good. It don't matter where you are; it's where you're going. And if you don't know where we're going, if you don't know where you're going, then you ain't ever going to get there. You got to have a plan. You got to have a path. You can't just say we're going to live today. We'll worry about tomorrow. And this team's on a mission. They're on a path straight to Atlanta, and I dare say they're in the express lane. Go Gators, man.
All I'm saying is I hope you're right, man. Go Gators.
Don't hope, man. Believe in Lance and Jasper. Tell all your friends. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I really appreciate everybody's support. Go Gators. Yeah, man. Y'all help me out. Get some subscribers on YouTube, man. Lance and Jasper. Search it. Subscribe it. I appreciate everybody's support, man. It's been a blast. But I'm serious when I tell you, man. That was a signature win. And that was a program changer. You're going to see the Florida Gators compete for a championship and this year. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Damn other will win a championship before Kirby Smart. Go Gators.